Okay, guys. Well, good morning. Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome. My name is Maggie. This is a Barre 60 class. So we are going to do about 45 to 50-ish, probably closer to 50 minutes of Barre. And then we've got 10 minutes to stretch and meditate at the end. So this is my favorite class. I love teaching this class. I just love how you get the highs of Barre and then you really get to settle down into the meditation. So we have that to look forward to today. So with that said, we're going to get ready to move. Make sure my music is good. I am recording. We are set to go. If for some reason the volume or something, oh, there's something in the chat. Got it, Jamie. Thank you. If for some reason the volume or whatever starts going funny, just let me know so that I can adjust for you guys, okay? With that said, let's get started, okay? Go ahead and come. We're going to start in marching today. So go ahead and take your feet hips distance apart. Pull your waist in nice and tight. Take a deep breath. Breathe it up. Inhale. Exhale, reach it out. One more time. Go inhale. Exhale, reach it out. Shoot energy out through your fingertips. Open up your chest and march it right and left. Go right and left. I feel like I haven't taught marching in several classes of recent, so I was kind of excited to start with marching today. Think about reaching your foot all the way down to the floor and then reaching the crown of your head up to the sky. You have energy out through your fingertips and you start to push it back and back. Press back and back. Lift up through the crown of your head. Pull your waist in tight the entire time. Now start to reach your arms out nice and wide. Again, energy through your fingertips. You're getting length from finger to finger as you pull it in and in. Go squeeze and squeeze. Now imagine like you are wrapping your arms or you have weight in your hands as you pull those hands in towards center line. Go pull and pull. You go 4. Go 3. Go 2. Last 1, side to side. Plant your hands to the floor. Walk it all the way out. Find your first plank of the day. Your straight arm, straight leg plank. Let's come into that perfect posture, that perfect alignment. Starting at your feet. The balls of your feet push into the floor. Your heels drive back over the balls of your feet. The backs of your thighs press up to the sky. And you feel a hug in from hip bone to hip bone. Then your belly button pulls up and into that space. The backs of your shoulders are spread nice and wide. The crown of your head reaches out nice and long. And you just lengthen out all the way from head to heel. Keep breathing right here. Keep hugging everything in a little bit tighter. And hold this first one in stillness. Think about spreading your fingers wide. Push down through all 10 finger pads and then plug your arm bones up and into your shoulder socket. Every inhale you get a little bit longer and every exhale you hug everything into center line. You can stay right here in stillness or you have the option to start to layer on just a little bit of movement. Dip your hips an inch to the right and center. An inch to the left and center, going right and left. Option, take out that little pause at the center and just shift your hips side to side, going right and left, side to side. Still feel your shoulder blades spread wide on the back. Don't start to let them shift. Everything stays in alignment right through the middle. Go 8 more. Then we take an extension stretch. In 4. In 3, in 2, come back through center, drop your knees to the mat, chest to the floor, hips to the sky. Take your extension stretch. Reach long, just breathe into the back, the middle of your back right here. Feel space, feel openness through your body that you're gonna carry with you throughout the rest of class. Then sweep your legs around, sit up nice and tall. We're gonna set up for a neutral spine meditation. Move any flesh out from underneath your seat so you can truly sit up tall on your sits bones. Draw your toes back towards you. Hands come back behind your thighs. and lift up. Imagine I just attached a string to the crown of your head. I'm lifting you all the way up to the sky. One hand to your abdominals, one hand to the small of your back. Feel that natural arch in your low back. And then every time you exhale, feel like your hands are sandwiching in toward one another. Now close your eyes for a moment. Use this as a moment to settle into your breath, a moment to settle into your practice. I have to say that the thing that has been on my mind this week so much has been safety. It's virtually impossible to look at the news without being terrified of what is going on in the country with the virus and the rioting and everything going on. But the word that I keep coming back to is safety. So I invite you to remember that this morning, in this class, in this space, you are safe. This is a safe place. This is your safe place to move your body, to focus on you, to focus on your health, to be free of judgment. This is a safe place. Let that be your mantra. Let that guide you throughout your practice this morning. With that said, reach your fingertips forward. Plug your arm bones back into your shoulder socket. Drop your shoulders out of your ears and hinge it back on an inhale. Exhale, lift your heart up to the sky. Come forward. Inhale, hinge back. Exhale, lift it all the way up. This time, hinge it back. Hold here. Tip your hips. Press your sacrum down to the floor. Hips hug up to your ribs. You roll all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Reach your arms up overhead and peel your spine all the way up. Come through neutral and stretch it forward. Roll it all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Feel that articulation of your spine. You are going to get to compare where your body is right here to where it is at the end of class. So take note. Be mindful, be aware of where you are right now. 2 more. Make sure you come through neutral, getting that nice long lift of your spine. And on this next one, take it all the way forward. Reach, reach, reach past those toes. Take hold of your feet, your ankles, your calves, wherever your flexibility takes you today. And allow your chin to drop towards your chest and just feel that release through your spine. And then stack it up nice and tall. Zip feet, knees, and thighs up. Glue your legs together. Draw hip bone to hip bone in. Press your sacrum down. Reach your fingertips forward and tip your hips and curl your ribs. Okay, tip your hips and curl your ribs. Coming right into high C curve. Tip and curl. Pull your waist in a little bit tighter. Keep your shoulders drawing out of your ears. Keep your heart nice and open. Keep everything lifted. Tip and curl. Go tip and curl. Now imagine like there's a piece of paper between your knees. You draw your thighs in so super tight. Everything is engaged right there so that you can get that inner thigh to fire. That's going to take it up through your pelvic floor, which is the base of your core. We want to get that pelvic floor firing right at the beginning of class so that it can support your core throughout the rest of your practice this morning. Go tip and curl. 2 more right here. Last one, hold the tip, hold the curl. Keep your feet pressing down. Keep your feet pressing in toward one another, but hover your heels up off of the floor. Hands back behind your thighs. Open your knees out to a diamond shape and exhale, hug them into center. Go open and squeeze. Go open and squeeze. Now you can stay holding on right here, or you have the option to reach your fingertips forward, add some arms, and out. Go out, hug in, go open and close. Lift your heart, open up your chest. Squeeze a little tighter. Stay low on that sacrum. 4 more. 3. Go 2. Now hold it on the out. Push your feet in toward one another. Rotate up and over to the right. Get a little twist. Come back through center. Rotate left. Warm up those obliques. Back through center. Make sure that your rotation comes from your rib cage. Your feet are not coming out of alignment. Your hips are not coming out of alignment. Your knees should stay right where they are in space the entire time. Every time you twist, see if you can twist yourself just a little bit further than where you were before. And twist. On this next one, we're gonna hold it up and over to the right. Hold it up and over to the right and just curl and curl. Just reach and reach. Go 4, go 3, go 2, come back through center, other side. Up and over to the other side, little twist. Go curl and curl. Opposite rib to hip. Say good morning to your obliques. This is your wake up right here. You go 4, go 3, go 2, come back through center, hands behind your thighs. Glue your legs together, push your feet into the floor. Come back to that tip and curl. Right back to basics. Nothing fancy right here. Sometimes basics can be more challenging than layering on all kinds of crazy variations. So really focus on that, again, just getting back to the heart of the movement and the most important pieces of the movement so that you can really find depth in your practice. 2 more. Last one, hold the tip, hold the curl. Pull your belly button in a little bit tighter and reach your fingertips forward. This is your final hold. Glue your thighs together. Come down half an inch further. Drop your shoulders out of your ears and hold 4. Hold 3, 2, on 1. Cross your ankles, dive it forward, plant your forearms to the floor. We are coming right into a forearm plank. Walk your knees back or your toes back, whichever is in your practice this morning. Push down through your forearms. Feel like they are tractioning away from one another. Use that to open up your chest, to reach the crown of your head a little further forward, and then drive back through your heels. We are gonna layer on, taking this into a side plank. Step your feet slightly wider than your hips. Take your right fingertips over to your left palm. Open up, reach your left fingertips up to the sky. Push down into that right side as you lift up and out of it. Then reach your top hand up overhead. Exhale, pull it all the way down. Inhale, reach, feel that rainbow through your side body. Pull it down. Go reach and pull. It's reach and pull. 2 more. Pull it down. Last one. Hold that lift up to the sky. 8 lifts. Go up and up and up. You got it. Stay there. Go 4. Go 3, 2. Reset in the center. Come back to the middle. Push your forearms down into the floor. Square off your hips. Pull your waist in. Take your left hand over to your right. Reach it up and over. Lift through that side. Open everything up. Reach your top hand up overhead and pull it down. Make this a very deliberate movement. You are dragging your arm through space. Reach, pull back, reach, and pull. You have 2 more. Then we hold it. Hold the lift, hold that reach up to the sky. I just lit a fire right underneath your bottom oblique. You lift away from it. Go 8, go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back to center, hold center. Push your forearms down into the floor. Square off your shoulders and hips and just open up. Lengthen out, breathe. We're gonna replace those elbows with your palms and come right into a down dog in 8, 6, go 4, 3, 2, replace your elbows with your palms, pike your hips up to the sky, chest reaches back towards your thighs, drive your heels down to the floor, enjoy that stretch, enjoy that push back of your chest to your thighs, then press even weight through your thumb and forefinger, hug your elbows in, bend your elbows, come down to the floor and push it away. You lay your forearms down to the mat and lengthen back out. Go bend and press. Take it down and up. Hug your waist in. It's like I am standing over you with my hands on your hips. lifting you up to the sky. That's gonna get your hips spiked a little higher. It's gonna get your chest back towards your thighs a little bit more. The crown of your head is going straight down to the floor. You always want that head to be in line with your spine. 2 more, then we hold it at the bottom. Now hold it at the bottom. Hold that bend of your elbows. Hover over the floor and pulse it down and down. Tiny movements, down and up, barely moving an inch, burning out those triceps, getting them heated up for arm work. Go 8, 7, 6, stay there, almost done. Last one, lengthen your arms out, take your true down dog, and then walk your hands back towards your feet. Grab your weights if you'd like to use them for biceps. Go ahead, step your feet hips distance apart. Hug your elbows in tight and just lift and lower. Take it all the way up, all the way down. Now starting at your feet, spread them wide on the floor below you, meaning you're spreading even weight through all 4 corners of your feet. I do not mean step your feet out wide or wider than your hips. I mean, spread your toes out. Whether you're wearing socks or not, spread your toes out. Use that space underneath your feet to make a firm foundation. Then feel your shins hug in. Your thighs turn out to open up across your seat. Your hips draw in toward one another. Your ribs draw in toward one another. And your jawline draws back. You don't want to end up with that anterior head carriage by staring at the computer screen all day. You want to be pushing it back so you have that energy up to the sky. Now take your attention to your bicep curls. Imagine that those weights are 50 pounds instead of 2 or 3 or whatever it is that you're using. They're heavy. We are creating resistance by connecting mind to muscle. Lift and lower, add a calf raise and down. Roll it up all the way down. Now flip your palms to face one another, right into hammer curls. Thumbs to the sky, pinkies to the floor. Up and down. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it halfway, little tiny pulses. Just pulse it up, pulse it up. Hug that muscle into the bone. Make it small, make it controlled. Again, check in with your abdominals. They need to support you all throughout class. And even when you're standing here like this and you don't have the inner thigh engagement, you're still thinking about your pelvic floor engaging to lift up through your core. 4 more. 3, go 2, we're gonna alternate right and left. Go right and left, all the way up, all the way down. Start to walk that away from you. Reach your arms all the way out. Reach it out. Plug your arm bones back into your shoulder socket. Remember, we're getting back to basics today. Today is all about safety. You are safe here. You're gonna take it back to basics, and you're gonna be able to dig a little bit deeper because these movements are familiar. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Bend your elbows, drop your shoulders down. Tiny punches up to the sky. Punch up and up. Little press. Make sure that your elbows are at a 90-degree bend, and make sure your arm bones plug into your shoulder socket. We're not rounding our chest forward. You're keeping your heart lifted the entire time as you make those tiny punches right up to the sky. Little punch and punch. Just press and press. Waking up your anterior deltoids, the front of the shoulder muscle right here. We're gonna take it to a chest fly in 4, in 3, in 2, hold it right here. Just open and close. Just open and close. Feel chest and back working equally as you open and close those arms. Elbows stay up at shoulder height. There, you're dragging them along a countertop. Do not let them drop down to the floor. You've got 4 more. 3, 2. Hold it on the out. Lengthen your arms out. Reach them side to side. Check side to side before you move anything. Check from side to side. Make sure that they're truly at a T. Make sure they're truly reaching straight out, not creeping forward of your shoulders. And now just push your arms. Little tiny presses back and back. Little press and press. Feel the rear deltoids right here. There are 3 deltoid muscles: anterior, lateral, and posterior. We've got to get them all to work, right? We want to have nice, well-rounded shoulder muscles, right? Push those arms, little presses. Go back. Stand up a little bit taller. Hold that reach and flip your palms to face the floor. Take it down and up, down and up. Tiny little movements. Once again, find that down and up. Make it nice and controlled. Keep pulling your waist all the way into your spine. 8 more. Go 6, 4, 3, 2, hold that reach all the way out. Shift your weight back. Sit your hips way back. Step your feet slightly wider than your hips. Externally rotate to 11 and 1. You're in turned out squat. Now sink your hips down way low. Get your hips level with your knees. Pull your belly button in. Drop your tailbone down. Sweep your arms back behind you. Push your fists away and just start to lift. Come right into your tricep lift right here. So your hips are way back. Your belly button pulls in to engage. We're not overarching through the spine, but we're also not tucking under. We find that beautiful neutral with your hips low. Weight drives through your heels. Now add some movement through those legs. Your arms go up, your hips go down and down. Go reach. Arms come up a little bit higher every single time. Reach and reach. First set of thigh work right here is turned out squat. So let those thighs start to burn up. Let your hips sink just a little bit lower every single time. Now flip your palms to face one another. Keep that movement. Thumbs face the floor. Pinkies to the sky. You go 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold that reach. Hold the length all the way out. Sink your hips a little bit lower. Draw your arms all the way in full range. Elbows bend, thumbs to shoulders. Press it out. Reach your right leg back at a corner. Lift, lift, lift. Stay to the right. You sink it down. We do one more slow. Lift all the way up. Get that corner of your seat and then sink it down. Pick it up. Go lift and lower. Take it up and down. Lift and lower. So you get a full range right here. You are getting a full kickback. Biceps and triceps working as you lengthen your leg back behind you. 4 more to the right. Little bit of a balance challenge as well. Then just take it right over to the left. Take it down and lift. Down, push back. Stand nice and tall. Don't let this take you tipped over. You go down and straight up so that the squeeze, the engagement is really right through the corner of your seat. Yes, Angela, you've got it right there. 4 more to the left. Go 3. Go 2. Last one. Set it down. Lengthen your arms behind you. Down, up, down, up. This is it to finish. Sink your hips a little lower. Last bit of arm work. First set of thighs almost finished right here. You've got to lengthen your arms a little further. Can you touch them towards the wall behind you? Can you open up your chest a little bit more? We're going 8 and then a hold. Go 4, go 3, go 2. Here's your hold right here. Sink your hips a little bit lower. Lift your chest, pull your waist in. Lengthen your arms a little further out behind you. You're holding 4, 3, 2, On one, take it all the way up, drop your weights if you still have them. Heels together, toes apart, right into narrow V. Hover your heels up off the floor. Hands come to prayer. Bend your knees, sink it down low. Push even weight through big toe and pinky toe, heels glue together. Now just drop your hips. Go down an inch and up an inch. Take it down an inch and up an inch. Start nice and slow. If you want to take it to a chair or a countertop, please do so. If you want that extra balance challenge, go for it. You find where your body is today. Now every time you sink down, come up a little bit less. And up. Go down an inch and up an inch. 2 more. Hold it at that low point. Hold the squeeze of your heels. Hold the push down of your feet. Remember, this is a safe place. This is a judgment-free zone. This is your chance to take your practice a little deeper. You sink your hips a little bit lower. I saw that, Mary. Really nice. Awesome. Squeeze those heels together. Now start to press your thighs just out and out. Little press. Feel that wrapping of the thigh bone in the hip socket. You open up. Press out and out. Keep reaching up through the crown of your head. Out and out. Go 8. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Hold it center. We take it down. For 2, come halfway up, pause. Go down and down, halfway up, pause. Really squeeze those heels together and get the emphasis on the pause. Down and down. And halfway up. Yes, nice balance, Susan. Really, really nice. Make sure that your shoulders stack over your hips. Make sure that you're not leaning forward. We really want to keep that length through your spine, just like you're sliding down a wall. This is your final variation right here. You have 4 more and a nice long hold. Nothing fancy. Remember, we're getting back to basics. You got it, ladies. Last one. Hold it at that halfway point. Push in through your heels, push down through your feet, and come a little bit lower. Lift your chest, maybe reach your fingertips all the way up to the sky. Beautiful, amazing, Kathy. You've got it, Kari. Stay there. Keep your shoulders out of your ears, and I invite you once again to sink yourself a little lower. Take yourself past that point where you're just a little bit uncomfortable or with where you are. Stay with it. Go 4, 3, 2, on 1. Drop your knees to the mat. Push your shins down into the floor. Final set of thigh work is hinge. Push your shins down, reach your fingertips forward, draw your hips up to your ribs, pull your waist in, hinge it back for 2, and take it up for 2. You go back and back, and up and up. Now add those arms. Take it out for 2, and hug in for 2. Open and close. Every time you come back, you're gonna come just a little bit further. You're gonna get that seat just a little bit closer to your heels. Back and back, and up and up. Now check in with your abdominals. They need to be engaged the entire time. You want to imagine like there's a board, like a plank, a wooden plank right in front of you, and a wooden plank right behind you. You can't touch it on either side because you're in this nice long line. You've got 2 more. We hold it back. Hold it on the back. Reach your fingertips forward and take it back an inch and up an inch. Go back an inch and up an inch. Now this time your foundation is your shins into the floor. You get that lift up through your inner thigh to your pelvic floor. That's what's going to support you here. Your core is so important in hinge. People think this is a thigh set, which it is. I mean, it's killer for your thighs, but your whole body is working. You are getting so much work all the way through. Now make your movement smaller. Come up a little less every time. Barely even moving. Yes, nice change, Mary. I see that. 2 more. Hold it on the back. Hold that reach all the way out. See if you can come a little bit lower. Row your arms and push it forward. Go row and reach. Go row, reach it long. Stay in that hinge. Pull and push. Back and out. 4 and a hold. 3. Go 2. Last one. This is your hold. Maybe come a little bit lower. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Open your chest. Hips up to your ribs. You can do this. Stay with it. 8, 7, 6. You're going to plant those hands for tabletop plank in 4, 3, 2. Plant your hands to the floor. Tuck your toes. Hover your knees and just come down, up, down, up, down, up. I love a little tabletop plank. Right after we finish hinge, it really burns out those thighs for that last set right there. It's down, up, go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Plant your knees back down to the floor. Untuck your toes. Lift up. Reach both arms up overhead. Hug your hips up to your ribs. And just take one hand down to your foot as you press your hips forward. Feel that hip opener across your quadriceps. Use your abdominals. Come back through center. Switch to the other side. Other hand comes to your foot. Push your hips forward. Reach your top hand up. Feel that side body stretch as well. And then come back to center. Stay low. Step your right foot forward. We're going to stay low in that lunge today. Draw your hip up to your rib. Reach your fingertips forward. Soften your elbows and lift your heart. And then just reach right back. Take your foot in your hand. Push your foot into your hand. See how, because we took that little camel stretch right there at the beginning, see how you're able to get a little bit more length than maybe you usually would in this quadricep stretch. Tuck your back toes, sit it back, flex your front foot, reach your ribs up off your pelvis, open up, lift your heart. Feel your ribs lift off your pelvis as you round it all the way down. Draw your big toe down to the floor and fold into that stretch. Now walk both hands to the outside of your right foot. Flex your foot once again, draw it back towards you. Feel your IT band release. Feel that right hip pull back. Your right thigh pull back into your hip socket. Come back to center, forward fold one more time. Pop your back knee up off the floor, drive your heel into the mat, and walk your hands to center. Feel that release through your inner thigh. You can let the crown of your head come down to the floor. And walk your hands over to the other side. Drop it down, stay low. Lift your chest, draw your hip to your rib, fingertips to the sky. Soften your elbows, lift your heart. One more chest opener. Then reach back, hug your heel into your seat. Push your foot into your hand. Roll your shoulders back and draw your shoulders over your hips. Tuck your back toes, sit it back, flex your front foot. Lengthen all the way out. Feel like your body is a book, folding in half, closing the book as you reach all the way over that thigh. Take your forward fold. Big toe comes down to the floor. Both hands to the outside of your left foot. Flex your foot back towards you. Feel your left thigh bone pull back into the hip socket and feel that nice IT band release. Back to center, big toe down, back knee up off the floor, drive your heel down, feel the calf release on the back of your right calf. And then come back through center, walk yourself back through center one more time. And then have a seat. Go ahead and come right down. Have a seat on your mat. Take your feet hips distance apart. Draw your hips up towards your ribs. Pull your waist in and start to roll yourself down until you feel your sacrum really anchored down to the floor. Bring your elbows down to the mat. Push them into the floor and slide your feet underneath your knees. Round back center floor. Draw your hips up to your ribs. Pull your waist in. Take your right knee up. Match it with your left. Just tip your hips up and hold. Tip up and hold. Just exhale and exhale. Little tiny tips of those hips. Just tip and tip. Go exhale and exhale. Tip and tip. Make it nice and small. And really think about that pull in of your waist and then that push down through your forearms to lift your heart up to the sky. We don't want to let your shoulders shrink up around your ears. That's the temptation here. Don't let that happen. You're going to push down into the floor to lift your chest. Now hold the tip of your hips. Keep your feet hugging in. Open your knees out to hips distance and exhale, come back center. Diamond shape. Open and close. Go open and close. Can you draw your thighs a little closer to your chest? You notice how when you bring those thighs a little closer, when you lift your chest a little bit more, you get more engagement through your abdominals. You've got to pull down. There's that seat belt sensation of that seat belt over your midsection, pulling down to the floor. And center. Go 3. Go 2. Hold it on the out. Push your feet in toward one another. Lift your hips, or lift your heart and just tip your hips. Just tip and tip. Go exhale and exhale. Hopefully this takes it out of your hip flexors a little bit. When you're in this external rotation, go tip and tip. 4 more. 3, 2. Now hold that tip. Let your right toes travel down. Bring it back up through center. Left leg travels down and back through center. Pick it up. Go right and lift. Left and lift. You can stay at that pace, or you can pick it up even more. Switch midair, going right and left. Whatever pace you need to take to really stay engaged through those abdominals. Again, if all that's happening is your hip flexors are taking over, maybe that means you're going to slow it down a little bit. If you're just using momentum to go there, slow it down a little bit. Listen to your body. 4 more. 3, 2, last 1. Come back through center. Glue your legs together. Shoot your toes up to the sky. Tip up and hold. Tip up and hold. Exhale. Pull it up and in for 4. For 3, we're going to lay your head, neck, and shoulders down. Last 1. Hold that tip. Lay your head, neck, and shoulders down, coming right to flat back on the floor. Push your whole back body down into the mat. Reach your toes up to the sky and take your feet out an inch and in an inch. Go out an inch and in an inch. It's a small movement right here. Feel that sensation when your thighs are reaching straight up to the sky, when they're coming right out from your hip socket. In a moment, we're going to take it down to our challenge point and do that same 1-inch movement from our challenge point. Last 1, lower your legs down to your challenge point. Reach them out. Soften your knees, lengthen your legs all the way out. Soften your knees and reach one more time. Little bend, big stretch. You lengthen your legs away from you. Take it down 1 inch and up 1 inch. Go down and up. It's down and up. Lower and lift. Small and controlled. Find that length all the way out through your legs. Feel hip bone to hip bone hug in every time. Feel your waist pull down to the floor. Four more. 3, 2, last 1. Hold it out at your challenge point. Reach your leg long. Take your right leg up to center
and bring it back to challenge. Left leg up to center, back to challenge. Switch, right, lower, left, and lower. It's very different when you start at your challenge point versus your toes straight up to the sky. Notice that difference. Notice how much more you have to work through your abdominals, through those low abdominals, to keep them glued to the mat. 4 more. 3. Last 2. On this next one, hold it all the way on the out. This is your final hold. Reach long away from you. If you want to take a little soften and then a big, big reach to get a little deeper, go for it. See if you can lower your legs half an inch down. Maybe reach your fingertips all the way up overhead. Plug your arm bones into your shoulder socket and let everything hug down to the floor. Hold here. Just breathe. Get a little deeper. You can do this. Go 4, go 3, go 2. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug right here. And then roll over your shoulder. Plant your hands wider than your mat. Step your feet back. Find your nice long plank to come into a set of push-ups. Elbows bend out wide and push the floor away. Go bend and press. Get that heart rate back up. Bend and press. Remember, this is a safe zone. This is a judgment-free zone. Maybe today you're gonna try a few push-ups from your toes. You never know. You will be surprised at what your body can do. And if you try a few and you wanna come back to your knees, this is a safe space. You can do what you need to do for your body, but challenge yourself. Push yourself a little bit past that comfort zone. 4 more. 2. Hold it nice and low and just go down, up, tiny little presses. Go down, up for 8, 7, 6, 5, no hold. Take it back. Take a quick extension stretch to release through those wrists, to release through your hips. Take out your wrists for a moment, come on up. We're gonna plant them right back underneath your shoulders. Knees underneath your hips, all 4 seat work today. I love this one. Take your right leg long behind you. Push your left shin into the floor. Square up your shoulders and hips. You can walk your hands slightly forward of your shoulders and slightly wider to release through your wrists. Lengthen your right leg out. Pull your waist in and push your whole back body up to the sky. Now squeeze through your seat to lift your leg. It's not about a movement of the foot. The movement comes from your glutes. You squeeze through your glutes, and then that just causes kind of that chain reaction all the way down your leg that your foot just happens to travel with it. So often we have a temptation here to just want to bounce our foot up and down without thinking about what's happening in the seat. Also, we often have a temptation to want to rock through our spine without thinking about what's happening in the seat. Let's avoid that. Focus on your seat. Get the movement to start from there. And if it means that your movement is a little bit slower than the beat of the music, that's okay. Again, this is a safe space. You do you right here. You do what your body needs. Now keep that squeeze of your seat. Keep that lengthen all the way out. Take a little soft bend and a big, big reach. Go bend, stretch, stretch, stretch. Get longer. Reach out, stretch, and stretch. Pull your waist in. We did a ton of abdominal work to get us ready for this position so that your abdominals could support you in your seat work. Stretch and stretch. Lengthen out. 4 more. 3, 2. Hold that reach. Hug your heel all the way into your seat. Wake up those hamstrings and press that whole shape up to the sky. Again, that lift, I probably shouldn't even say press that shape up to the sky, because again, it's a squeeze through the glutes. It's not a press from the front of the thigh. It's not a push. It's a squeeze, an engagement of your gluteal muscles. You can point your foot or flex it. Whatever works for your body this morning, you choose where you want to be. Reach your foot all the way up to the sky. Get those hamstrings to fire. For 4, 3, 2, hold the lift. Open your knee out to the right and bring it back through center. Just feel your thigh bone open in the hip socket. We've spent a lot of time in class doing these openers. We did lots and lots of diamond shapes in our abdominal sets today. So those hips should be open. See if you can get your leg, your thigh open just a little bit more than it usually would go. Hold it on the next one. Come on down to your left forearm. Lift up through that bottom side. Make sure your right knee is up at hip height or even higher. And just push that whole shape back. Push back and back. Feel it right through the corner of your seat, but still through the base of your seat. You're pressing it behind you. Push back and back. Or pull your waist in. Last one, hold the push back. Now just lift up and up. Just lift and lift right into the corner of your seat. But your knee is back in line with your hip. There's a nice long line from your shoulder down to your knee. Lift up and up. Keep your foot in alignment with your knee. 4 more. Then we're going to lengthen that leg out. Give those hamstrings a little bit of length. Last one, hold the lift. Lengthen your leg all the way away from you. Take that bend reach to finish. Bend reach. Bend reach. Once again, bend reach. You get longer and straighter every single time. Bend reach and reach. Your toe is trying to touch the wall. Whatever it is that is across from you, you're trying to reach towards it. Last one, hold that reach, lengthen all the way out. You can stay here, or maybe you're gonna reach your top hand up. Take a little balance challenge. Whatever is in your practice this morning, you hold 4, 3, 2, take it down. We're gonna come off those wrists for a moment. Have a seat, cross your right ankle over your left knee, lift up and shift forward. Just feel that release. Sit down, plant your foot, reach up and over, little twist. Shake out your wrists. We got to do the other side. So go ahead and bring your hands back. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Slide your left foot behind you. You can walk your hands forward. Reach your leg long, squeeze through that seat, and just engage to create that lift. It's small and controlled the entire time. Second side of seat work. You guys know what that means. The end is in sight, right? But that doesn't mean this is time to phone it in. This is the time to dig a little deeper, to know that you're gonna get a beautiful stretch very soon, so you're gonna push for it right here. Lengthen out through that leg, pull your waist in. Reach the crown of your head away from you. Make sure that you're lifting that back body. Oh, I just saw a whole bunch of people lift their heads up a little bit. We have such a tendency to want to drop our chins down here, but we want to keep your head in alignment with your spine the entire time. Eight, 7, go 4, go 3, go 2, hold that lift and just bend, stretch, reach it out. Foot is up at hip height the whole time. You get longer through that leg, engaging through that seat. Bend, stretch, and stretch. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, pull your belly button up and in. Hold the lift, bend your knee, hug your heel in toward your seat. Get it as close to your seat as you can as you press that whole shape up to the sky. Push it up and up. Push the back body up to the sky. It's like I'm standing over you, grabbing onto your ponytail, lifting you up to the sky. That's how much lift and engagement you've got. No change in the small of your back. You've got to use your abdominals to stay in control right there. We're gonna open it up and come off those wrists in a moment. So really push through this. Really engage through that seat. Now hold that lift and open your knee out to the left, hug it back through center. Open your knee a little further every single time. Open it out. Come back in. 2 more. Hold it on the out. Come on down to your right forearm. Lift through that thigh. Push that whole shape back behind you. Push back and back. Get that openness across the front of your hip. Heel squeezes into your seat. You push back and back. Engage. Get your thigh, your knee in alignment with your hip and your shoulder. Push back and back. Now hold that push back and just lift and lift. This is it. We've got this, and then we get to lengthen out that leg. Stay here. Stay with it. Keep lifting out of your bottom side. Remember back all the way back to the beginning of class when we were in that straight arm, straight leg plank. When we were in that side plank and we imagined a fire right underneath your obliques. Same rules apply here. You're still lifting away from that fire. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lengthen your leg all the way out. Reach it all the way out away from you. Take that little bend, stretch, stretch. Tiny little soften and reach, reach and reach. Go reach. This is it. Final variation. Then we take that nice hold. We've got some spinal extensor work coming up. Reach it out. 4 more. 3, 2. Hold that reach. Hold that length all the way out. Option, come all the way up, balance here, reach your left fingertips up to the sky, but don't let that left leg sink down. Just because you add your arm doesn't mean it's okay to drop through that leg. Hold 4, 3, 2, on 1. Come right down, have a seat, cross your ankle over your opposite. Sit your hips forward, feel the release, feel that left knee come away from you so you can really open up through your glutes. Then sit down, plant your feet, and get your twist here. Square your sits bones off down to the floor. Sweep your legs around, go ahead and come on down to your abdominals. Lay it all the way down. Slide your hands back behind you. Push into your palms as you lift your chest. Reach the crown of your head away. Pull your belly button in, squeeze your legs together, and just lift through those legs. Just lift and lift. Open up. One nice strong leg. Feel that engagement through your inner thigh. Then hover your arms with your legs and lift everything together. Lift and lift. Crown of your head reaches across the room. Belly button pulls up and in. Finishing with that spinal extensor work just to get everything opened up. Reach and reach, reach. You've got 4, 3, 2, hold the lift, hold the length, open up your chest, pull your belly button in, take this space with you for 4, 3, 2, come right down. Go ahead and look to the left. And look to the right. Just release through your neck. And then just push yourself all the way back. Take a child's pose. Settle your seat down to your heels. Flip your palms up to the sky. Feel a release across the backs of your shoulders. You can even bend your elbows. Take your hands by your shoulder blades. Feel that release through your triceps. And then come all the way up to a seat. Reach your legs long in front of you. Move any flesh out from underneath your seat. Fingertips reach forward, hinge it forward, take a forward fold. You can take your hands to your feet, your calves, your ankles, wherever your flexibility is. Let your chin drop to your chest. Think back to that spinal articulation we did at the beginning of class, that first stretch way back at the beginning of class. Notice the difference in your body right here. Be grateful for that. Then draw hip bone to hip bone in. Stack your shoulders over your hips and roll yourself all the way down to the floor. Come all the way down to your mat. Let your palms float open. Let your toes float open. Let your eyes float closed. Just melt into your mat. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. Now make yourself comfortable here. Move around if you need to so that you feel settled. During meditation, we have such a tendency to think that we have to erase every thought, every movement, every shift in our bodies. But don't be afraid to move or cough or let your tummy rumble. That's okay. Meditation is not about going completely blank. It's about inviting in that relaxation, inviting in that calm, that peace, that stillness. It's all natural. Become aware of your breathing. Don't try to force any sort of rhythm. Just let it become slower and natural at a pace that works for you. Quietly scan down your body, beginning with the crown of your head. Take a deep breath and release any tension on your out breath. Let this feeling of relaxation soften the muscles around your face, your temples, your jaw. Take another deep breath and become aware of any tension in your neck and shoulders. Breathe in, and as you exhale, let your shoulders drop, becoming soft and relaxed. Let this feeling of relaxation spread down your arms and into your fingers, down your chest, your abdomen, your back and legs, right down to your toes. Breathe to your own rhythm. Let your whole body become heavy, soft, relaxed. It's a summer day, and I invite you to imagine that you are sitting on a mountaintop at dusk. It is very safe. You have nothing to do but relax. As you look around you, you can see the sun finally disappearing on the horizon as darkness begins to descend. You lie down on the soft blanket you've brought with you and rest your head comfortably on the soft pillow, looking up at the night sky. You feel the warm air comforting you like a blanket. You feel completely safe and relaxed. You see a full moon shining down on you, and stars begin to appear twinkling in the night sky. As you watch, the sky becomes darker, the moon and stars brighter. You become aware of a faint green ribbon of light in the distance, like a wisp of smoke. As it gets closer to you, it becomes more solid in color and a brighter green. The green light gently rests above you now, sending its healing through the physical body. Let that green energy flow over the cells, down into the center of each cell within your body, leaving them energized and cleansed. Now you become aware of a faint pink ribbon of light in the distance. Like a wisp of smoke, as it gets closer to you, it becomes more solid in color and a brighter pink. The pink light gently rests above you now, sending its healing through the emotional body. Let that pink energy flow over each and every cell, down into the center of each cell within your body, leaving a beautiful layer of pink over the green. Now you can see a faint blue ribbon of light in the distance. Like a wisp of smoke, as it gets closer to you, it becomes more solid in color and a brighter blue. The blue light gently rests above you now, sending its healing through the mental body. Let that blue energy flow over the cells, down into the center of each cell within your body, leaving a beautiful layer of blue over the green and pink. Now you become aware of a faint purple ribbon of light in the distance, like a wisp of smoke drifting lazily towards you. As it gets closer to you, it becomes more solid in color and a brighter purple. The purple light gently rests above you now, sending its healing through the spiritual body. Let that purple energy fill every cell, down deep into the master blueprint of your DNA, leaving a layer of purple and raising the vibrations of the green physical, the pink emotional, and the blue mental into the more perfect vibrations of the violet ray. The green, pink, blue, and purple lights have now merged into a beautiful violet healing light within your body. Feel it moving within you and coating the cells with its safe, wonderful, healing energy. Stay with this feeling for the next 5 cycles of breath. You can return to this mountaintop anytime you need the feeling, or you feel the need for healing, or you feel the need for safety.
The healing lights have been absorbed gently into your body, and it's now time to leave the mountain and become aware of your own surroundings. You become aware of your body as you slowly become more awake, feeling energized and refreshed. As you open your eyes, take in the colors around you. Repeat this mantra to yourself. I am open to and honor my healing journey. I am open to and honor my healing journey. I am open to and honor my healing journey. Feel free to take any additional stretches that you need. Thank you so much for starting your day with me. I apologize, I'm way over on my time today. We just are having too much